Today, I will be talking about one of the great Andalusian philosophers who was sometimes called the son of Plato, named Ibn Arabi. This will be a series of videos and coming from discussions with the author of this channel. This is meant to be an educational video and based on opinion from myself and knowledge from the World Wide Web. Ibn Arabi, also known as Muhyiddin ibn Arabi, was a 13th-century Muslim philosopher and mystic from Andalusia. He is best known for his unique approach to Sufism, which emphasizes the unity of all existence and the oneness of God. Ibn Arabi's philosophy is characterized by its focus on the universal nature of the divine reality and the potential for human beings to achieve union with that reality through spiritual practice. His writings have had a significant influence on the development of Islamic mysticism and continue to be studied and appreciated by scholars today. He is considered one of the most influential figures in the history of Sufism, a mystical tradition within Islam that emphasizes the pursuit of direct personal experience of God. Ibn Arabi's philosophy, often referred to as Wahdat al-Wujud, or the unity of existence, is based on the belief that everything in the universe is an emanation or manifestation of a single divine reality. This concept of divine unity underlies his teachings on Sufism and spirituality. He advocates for an experiential approach to religion, emphasizing the importance of direct spiritual experience over reliance on scripture or dogma. Ibn Arabi encourages seekers to journey inward through practices such as meditation, prayer, and self-reflection in order to achieve unity with the divine. Sufism, as influenced by Ibn Arabi, is not a distinct sect within Islam, but rather a spiritual path that can be pursued by anyone, regardless of their religious affiliation. It seeks to transform the individual's consciousness and relationship with the divine, leading to a state of spiritual enlightenment or gnosis. In his writings, Ibn Arabi also explores the concept of divine love and its role in the spiritual journey. He argues that God's love for creation is the primary motivation for humanity's existence, and that our ultimate purpose is to reciprocate that love through our actions and devotion. Ibn Arabi's teachings and the broader tradition of Sufism offer a profound perspective on the spiritual journey and self-discovery. They emphasize the importance of developing a deep connection with the divine within oneself and cultivating love and compassion towards all beings. This approach can lead to a transformative experience that allows individuals to transcend their limited sense of self and realize their full potential as spiritual beings. In the context of personal growth and transformation, Sufism encourages seekers to engage in practices such as meditation, prayer, and self-reflection in order to develop a greater awareness of their true nature and the divine reality that underlies all existence. By following this path, individuals can learn to let go of ego-centered desires and attachments and instead live in harmony with the divine will. This process can result in a profound sense of inner peace, contentment, and a deeper connection with the world around them. I will be speaking more on Sufism in another video. While Ibn Arabi's philosophy does not explicitly reference quantum consciousness or the non-local, interconnected nature of consciousness, discussed in existentialist thought, his emphasis on the unity of existence and the interconnectedness of all things could be seen as reflecting similar ideas. In this sense, his philosophy might be viewed as proposing a metaphysical foundation for the kind of interconnected, holistic understanding of reality that some existentialists and proponents of quantum consciousness have proposed. In his philosophy, the divine reality is often described as the source of all existence, and human beings are seen as having the potential to unite with this divine reality through spiritual practice. This union is often portrayed as a return to the unity of being that precedes and underlies all individual existence. So, in this context, the question of whether the source, the light, and the spectrum, our individual consciousnesses, are the same or different entities, might be seen as a matter of perspective. From the standpoint of our individual consciousnesses, there is a sense in which we are separate from the divine source. However, through spiritual practice and union with the divine, we might come to perceive ourselves as fundamentally inseparable from it. He often emphasizes the importance of respecting and appreciating the diversity of perspectives and experiences that exist within creation, while also recognizing the ultimate unity of all things in the divine reality. This tension between the individual and the universal, the particular and the general, is a central theme in his thought. Ibn Arabi would likely agree that our individual existence in this material world does create a sense of separateness from the divine source. However, he would also emphasize that this separation is ultimately illusory, as all existence ultimately derives from and is sustained by the divine reality. Through spiritual practice and a deep understanding of our true nature as divine beings, we can transcend this illusion of separateness and reconnect with the unity of existence. Ibn Arabi emphasizes the potential for human beings to transcend their limitations and become fully realized divine beings through spiritual effort and striving. Ibn Arabi would likely agree that the concept of original sin does not apply to the pre-existent state of human souls. However, he would argue that the potential for sin and corruption exists within the very nature of creation, as a result of the distance between the divine reality and the finite material world. It is only through the grace of God and the effort of human beings to align themselves with divine truth that this potential for sin can be transcended. In the context of Ibn Arabi's philosophy, attuning one's mind refers to the process of aligning one's consciousness with the divine reality. This can be achieved through spiritual practices such as meditation, prayer, and self-reflection. By doing so, an individual can come to perceive the interconnectedness of all existence and experience a deeper sense of unity with the divine source. The goal is not to lose one's individual identity, but rather to recognize the illusory nature of separateness and embrace the infinite potential that lies within each of us when we are in harmony with the divine. In this sense, attuning one's mind is not just a matter of concentration or mental discipline, but also a profound shift in consciousness that has the potential to transform one's entire life and perspective on the world. Both transcendence and a higher state of consciousness are aspects of attuning one's mind in Ibn Arabi's philosophy. Transcendence refers to the experience of going beyond the limits of individual consciousness and perceiving the divine reality directly. This can occur through various spiritual practices, such as meditation, prayer, or contemplation of the nature of existence. A higher state of consciousness, on the other hand, refers to the development of greater awareness and understanding of the interconnectedness of all things, which allows an individual to perceive themselves as inseparable from the divine source. In essence, attuning one's mind is a process of expanding consciousness that takes place on both the transcendent and immanent levels, enabling the individual to experience a more holistic and integrated understanding of reality. Ibn Arabi's teachings emphasize the importance of maintaining this balance between the internal and external, the individual and the universal, as it allows for the most authentic and integrated experience of reality. In Ibn Arabi's philosophy, the waking reality encompasses both the physical world and the spiritual realm. It is not limited to the physical senses or the material plane alone. Rather, it includes the transcendent dimension that connects all beings and things, which can be experienced through spiritual practice and attunement. Therefore, when discussing altered states of consciousness and their relationship to the waking reality, it is important to consider the broader spiritual context that Ibn Arabi's teachings provide. The term waking reality, al-Haqiqa al-Faika, refers to the ultimate reality, or the divine source of all existence. It is not limited to the personal or individual level, but encompasses the transcendent dimension that connects all beings and things. The term illusory, al-Makra, is used to describe the apparent separation between individual consciousnesses and the divine reality, which is seen as an illusion that is ultimately overcome through spiritual practice. So, while the physical world and individual consciousnesses are real in their own way, they are not ultimate realities. The waking reality, or Haqiqa, refers to the underlying unity and interconnectedness of all things, which is revealed through spiritual attunement. The Haqiqa, or ultimate reality, is transcendent and independent of time and space. It is the eternal and unchanging truth that underlies all existence, including the temporal and spatial realities that we experience in our daily lives. In Ibn Arabi's philosophy, The goal of spiritual practice is to realize this hakika and achieve union with it. This union transcends individual consciousness and time-bound experiences, allowing the seeker to perceive the divine unity that underlies all creation. The hakika is often referred to as the One, or the Unity in Ibn Arabi's teachings. This reflects the idea that ultimate reality is a single unified source from which all existence derives. It is through the recognition and embrace of this unity that one can achieve spiritual enlightenment and transcend the limitations of individual consciousness. In the next video, I will discuss more into Sufism, Sufi teaching, and how Ibn Arabi's philosophy interconnects through his various insights and wisdom. I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and if you like the content, please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel.